Have you ever wondered how a soft, delicate peach survives a journey from orchard to supermarket without turning into mush? Today, the U.S. produces over 600,000 tons of peaches every single year, with California leading the way and contributing more than 80% of the total supply. That's an enormous amount of fruit, enough to supply millions of households across the country and even export to international markets. Peaches aren't just popular because of their sweet, juicy flavor. They're incredibly versatile. You can eat them fresh, bake them into pies, turn them into jams, blend them into smoothies, or preserve them in cans to enjoy all year round. Nutritionally, peaches are also a powerhouse. They're low in calories, rich in vitamins A and C and packed with antioxidants that support overall health. So how does it actually happen? In today's video, we're taking you behind the scenes of this fascinating process. You'll discover how peaches are grown, how farmers know the exact moment to harvest them, and how modern factories transform these delicate fruits into long-lasting products. Trust me, once you see what it takes, you'll never look at a peach the same way again. Right finger if you enjoy discovering how everyday foods are made. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next journey. Peach farming typically starts in late winter or early spring, when farmers prepare the land for planting. The soil is carefully loosened and enriched with organic nutrients to create the perfect environment for young trees to grow strong and healthy. Farmers usually plant around 140 to 145 peach trees per acre. That number isn't random, it's carefully calculated to ensure each tree gets enough sunlight, water, and nutrients without overcrowding its neighbors. Right after planting, something surprising happens. The young trees are pruned almost immediately. This might seem counterintuitive, but it actually helps the tree focus its energy on developing a strong root system and sturdy trunk. Spacing is also critical. Trees are planted far enough apart to allow proper air circulation, which reduces the risk of disease and makes future harvesting much easier. But here's the catch: growing peaches requires patience. These trees don't produce fruit right away. It typically takes about 3 to 4 years before they're ready for their first harvest. So from day one, farmers are already thinking long-term, carefully building the foundation for future seasons. Because when it comes to peaches, everything starts with the tree. Once the trees are established, the real work begins, and it's far more demanding than you might think. Peach trees require consistent care throughout their entire growth cycle. One of the most important factors is water. On average, each tree needs a steady supply of moisture every day to support healthy fruit development. Too little water, and the fruit shrivels. Too much, and the roots can suffer. Farmers also apply fertilizers to ensure the trees receive essential nutrients, while carefully monitoring for pests and diseases that could damage the crop. But one of the most surprising steps in peach farming is something called thinning. As winter fades and temperatures begin to rise, the trees burst into bloom. Entire orchards are covered in soft pink and white blossoms. But behind this beauty lies a critical stage in the peach's life cycle. During the flowering stage, farmers actually remove up to 50 to 60% of the blossoms. Yes, you heard that right. They intentionally reduce the number of potential fruits. Why? Because leaving too many peaches on a tree forces it to spread its energy too thin, resulting in smaller, lower quality fruit. By reducing the load, farmers ensure that the remaining peaches grow bigger, sweeter, and more uniform. Pollination is another crucial step. Peach trees rely heavily on bees. With the help of bees, pollination takes place, allowing the flowers to transform into tiny developing fruits. Over the next 100 to 120 days, these small green peaches slowly grow, gaining size, color, and sweetness. Every decision, every cut, every drop of water, it all plays a role in shaping the perfect peach. At first, they're firm and pale, but as they mature, their skin changes into vibrant shades of yellow, orange, and red. Inside, sugars develop, giving peaches their signature juicy flavor. During this stage, farmers monitor the fruit closely. Timing is everything. Harvest too early, and the peaches will be hard and flavorless. Wait too long, and they become overly soft and difficult to transport. Because in just a few short months, these blossoms will become the peaches we all know and love. When harvest season finally arrives, the pace shifts dramatically, and every second starts to matter. Unlike many other crops, peaches cannot be harvested by large machines. Their soft skin bruises easily, meaning even the slightest pressure can damage the fruit. That's why, even in modern agriculture, most peaches are still picked by hand. Workers head into the orchards early in the morning, when temperatures are cooler and the fruit is at its best condition. Armed with baskets and ladders, they carefully inspect each peach, looking for the perfect combination of color, softness, and aroma. Harvesting isn't just about picking fruit, it's about timing. A peach picked too early won't develop its full sweetness. Too late, and it becomes too soft to survive transport. Once the right peach is selected, workers gently twist it off the branch and place it into padded baskets to prevent bruising. Each movement is controlled, precise, and repeated thousands of times a day. On average, a single worker can pick hundreds of pounds of peaches in one shift. It's physically demanding work that requires both skill and patience. But without this careful human touch, those perfect peaches you see in stores simply wouldn't exist. Once picked, the peaches begin a race against time. These fruits are highly perishable, which means they must be transported to processing facilities as quickly as possible, usually within 24 hours. Any delay can lead to loss of freshness, flavor, and overall quality. Trucks loaded with freshly harvested peaches leave the orchards and head straight to packing houses or factories. But the journey doesn't end there. Next comes the cleaning stage. Peaches are washed thoroughly using water sprays to remove dirt, dust, and that soft fuzzy layer on their skin. It's like giving every peach a refreshing shower before the real processing begins. At this point, the peaches are no longer just fruit, they're becoming part of a carefully controlled system designed to maintain quality from start to finish. Because when you're dealing with something this delicate, even a small mistake can make a big difference. After cleaning, the peaches move into one of the most critical stages of the entire process, sorting and quality control. At first glance, all peaches might look similar, but in reality, each one is different in size, color, firmness, and overall quality. And in large-scale production, consistency is everything. That's where technology comes in. As peaches travel along conveyor belts, advanced machines equipped with cameras and sensors scan each fruit at high speed. These systems can detect even the smallest imperfections, bruises, discoloration, or irregular shapes, in a fraction of a second. Peaches that meet the highest standards continue down the line for fresh market packaging. These are the ones you typically see displayed in grocery stores. But what about the rest? Fruits that don't look perfect, but are still perfectly edible, are redirected for processing. They might become canned peaches, juices, or other products. Nothing goes to waste. Even with all this automation, human inspectors still play a vital role. Workers carefully examine the fruit to ensure that only the best quality peaches move forward. It's a perfect blend of technology and human judgment, working together to guarantee that every peach meets expectations. This is where things get truly fascinating, where fresh peaches are transformed into long-lasting products. The process begins with an intense wash using high-pressure water jets to ensure every peach is completely clean. Then comes one of the most interesting steps, steam peeling. Next, the peaches move to pitting machines, where they are sliced in half and the pits are removed in seconds. From there, they can be cut into slices or cubes, depending on the final product. The prepared pieces are then placed into cans, where a carefully measured amount of syrup or natural juice is added. This helps preserve the flavor, texture, and color. Once filled, the cans are sealed tightly and sent into high-temperature sterilization chambers. This process eliminates bacteria and ensures the peaches remain safe to eat for months, or even years. Finally, the cans are cooled, labeled, and packaged, ready to be shipped all over the world. From a fragile fruit to a shelf-stable product, all in a matter of hours. By the time peaches reach your table, their journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Whether you're biting into a fresh, juicy peach on a summer day or opening a can months later, you're experiencing the result of countless hours of work, precision, and innovation. From carefully planted trees and blooming orchards, to skilled hands harvesting delicate fruit, to high-tech factories preserving every slice, each step plays a crucial role in delivering that perfect taste. It's easy to take something as simple as a peach for granted. But behind every bite is a story of agriculture, technology, and human dedication working together seamlessly. So the next time you enjoy a peach, take a moment to think about the journey it took to get there. And now we're curious, do you prefer fresh peaches or canned peaches? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoy this deep dive into the world of peaches, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more incredible food journeys just like this. See you in the next video.